Have you ever heard of the fat-breaking sheep? Pick the fattest one among 100 sheep. Kill the other 99 sheep in front of them. The sheep will die of fear. The fat breaks out too. Then make a dish with a special method. Taste competition immortals. When my dad was making the broken sheep. Intoxicated expression. Steamer on. My dad took a deep breath. Look at me behind you. What can be fatter than a two-legged sheep? My father runs a mutton restaurant in the village. The village men always come to visit. Approaching Chinese New Year. More people are coming and more diligent. Someone else secretly asked my dad, brotherly, do you have fat-breaking sheep in this year's New Year's dishes? My father gave a love. This dish is expensive, costly and tiring. Don't do it now. The other men in the village also came together to praise my father's craftsmanship. Gave him a lot of wine. I can't forget the broken fat sheep made by brotherly once I eat it. Better than other dishes in the store. Yeah, I bought the fattest sheep I chose a few years ago. That's really the best. They started talking about the breed of sheep again. What do you say about lamb's meat tasting better? Almost talking about fighting. My father smiled disdainfully. Take the shoulder of the village chief next to him. If you want me to say, the best sheep is two-legged sheep. Has a particularly unique fragrance. One bite will never be forgotten. The village chief also nodded. I miss you very much. The last time you did it was 20 years ago. The guys had a big fight over eating meat. Eat the sheep with nothing left. Clean and clean. I leaned to the side with some curiosity. Why not use a ram to make a broken sheep? In rural areas, ewes are kept until they have young or eggs. Much more valuable than the male. My dad doesn't know if it's because he drinks too much. Staring at me with scarlet eyes. Horned sheep can only be female. The villagers are persuasive and poor and stuffed my dad with a lot of money. Want to try my father's legendary lamb? The village chief also said, you're home. The sheep can't be eaten if it's kept again. Just take it out to satisfy everyone's cravings. He slayed a lamb anyway. My dad finally let go. Agreed to Chinese New Year. Plus this big dish. The men in the village are happy as if they were celebrating the New Year. I also find it strange. Can't help but drool the delicious food. Come home at night. I can't wait to share it with my mom. Dad said that we should use two-legged sheep to make fat-breaking sheep chains. Have you ever Chinese New Year? Is it as delicious as Mom? Dad said. My mom is stitching her pants with a needle. I hit my hand. Blood seeped out. He let you eat that mutton. My dad didn't say that. This kind of thing costs a lot of money to make. My dad wouldn't want to give it to us. I blinked at my mom. Wait until he's done. I hid a piece and brought it back. Let's eat together. I heard that the smell is unforgettable for more than 20 years. I don't know how delicious it is. My mom's voice was trembling. Tell me word by word. You remember, don't eat that meat. Never eat it. A two-legged sheep is not a sheep at all. Although my dad promised to be a sheep, but one sheep is clearly not enough for the whole village. If you want to eat sheep, you have to fight. The villagers sent sheep after sheep. Everyone is fat and strong. My father weighed each sheep with a book at the door. If the sheep can't pass the customs, you have to stuff money to buy it. The qualification to eat sheep is still somewhat indisputable. Also try my best to please. Looking forward to getting a bite of meat dregs broth. At least have a taste. My dad makes a lot of money. The delivered sheep filled my sheepfold. He carefully wrote down the share of each family in his notebook. My mother is sitting in the house. Looking at the rice bowl from a distance is washed fresh ginger and green onions. Is mechanically chewing. Mom, since when do you like this? I'm also greedy. Take a bite and spit it out immediately. It's terrible. My mother chewed expressionlessly. While sleeping without answering my question. She held me tightly in her arms. The smell of green onion and ginger on her nose gave me a headache. I couldn't help but push her away. Move yourself a little further. I complained in a daze. Mom. Can you eat less ginger and green onions? It smells so bad. My mom's beep beep haha. Pat your hands on me. Wait for the end of the new year. Mom doesn't have to eat it. My backyard is attached to a sheepfold. In the middle is where we live. At the front near the road is the hotel. My dad said that there are many sheep killed during the Chinese New Year. A huge hearth was specially built outside the sheepfold. As the hearth rises day by day, my mother's whole body is restless.